Hello friends, I'm Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you? I feel like Mondays here are like come back and clear the disaster from the weekend because I made something or whatever. Unfortunately, this weekend I had to make a coffin for my baby girl's, my oldest. She's not my baby girl anymore. She's almost 13. For her hamster. This is the second hamster coffin I've had to make. And that's devastating for her. She loves her animals, so the saw's back up on the bench, and there's sawdust everywhere, and it's a disaster, and, you know, that's just how it is. When it's a working shop, this isn't a set, in case you were wondering. This is not a set. This is a working shop. I actually make stuff in here. So, how are you? How was your weekend? I hope everything was good. Please let me know in the comments down below. If you're a regular viewer, you'll know that my youngest just had her 8th birthday recently. And we always do the birthday party kind of after the birthday effects and all that. So we have like a small family thing and then just us. And then we do the birthday party. So this weekend was the birthday party. We saved it for a Saturday when we could have like a proper celebration and friends over and all that stuff. And we let her decide what she wanted to do, you know, and we let them both decide. Do you want a big party or do you want expensive gifts? One or the other, right? We can't, mom and dad can't afford everything, so she chose big party. So we invited a whole bunch of friends and went to a trampoline park. This is a thing. If you're not here in America, I don't know if this exists elsewhere in the world, but it is a thing here in America. There are these places where you can go, and they have a floor that is like a big warehouse floor covered in trampolines, with trampolines on the walls so you can like bounce off walls, and foam pits and basketball and dodgeball, and these things have sprung up apparently in the last like 5 or 6 years. I'm not sure how long they've been in existence, but it's a relatively new thing that I'm aware of. Maybe it's been existent on the West Coast for a while, but it's just now making its way to the East Coast. And I see them suddenly appearing on a whole bunch of YouTube channels of people who like to go have fun at places like that. And I want to know where this all got started. It's actually a really cool place. The one here is really well put together. Like I'm not sure if they're like a franchise or something, but I think they're just a one-off. But with that being said, they put a ton of upfront money into making this place as nice as possible. You know, they have birthday rooms for parties. They have video games for people who are just watching. You know, the dodgeball is separate from the regular thing, and they have the foam pit. The foam pit, by the way, if you've not been to one of these things, there's a trampoline. And then there's this big, huge pit of like foam blocks. And these foam blocks are like this size, like big chunks of foam just in this pool, almost like a ball pit. So you can like do tricks off this trampoline and land in a soft pit of foam. Now, I don't know what the antimicrobial properties of this foam are, but that place is like sweaty nasty. And a bunch of sweaty, nasty people jumping into foam, and then you jump. It just seems really weird to me. Like, I'm not jumping into that. And in fact, I didn't jump on Saturday. For one, that's a lot of money for me to just go jump in. My daughter had her friends there, so she wasn't like she was going to pay attention to me. And two, I had a really bad headache all day. So that was really fun, and I'm really curious to know, you know, outside of the scope of the United States, do these things exist in other countries? Is this a thing that's been around for a long time and I just wasn't aware of it until recently? I don't know. But it's really cool. You know, we used to have to go to Pittsburgh to do this. There was one up there, and then this one opened up closer in Morgantown, which is like 20 miles north of here. So, yeah, we went and did that and had a lot of fun, and I wish I had remembered to take the camera. I need to remember that I always have a camera on me. I always forget that this thing's in my pocket. And if I forget to take my camera, I'm like, for some reason I just don't remember that I could pull this thing out. And you know, this is a Galaxy S7, so this actually has a really nice camera on it. I could take some pretty cool shots with this. But I always forget, and then, you know, I could patch them in here, and I've shown some videos from the week, but I forget. And I don't know if you guys would be interested in seeing that content anyway. Based on last Friday's question about my Patreon campaign, the main thing that I got was, I just want you to keep making videos. So I'm just going to keep making videos. But again, I've experimented so many times over the past year. You know, this is episode like 231 or something like that. We're getting really close to 240, which 240 is essentially a year's worth of this show. A little less calendar-wise, but it's 4 blocks of 3 months. So however many weeks that is, 48 weeks or whatever it is. So a little short of an actual month. The actual 1-year anniversary will be in 3 weeks, I think, like March 11th or something like that. But over the last year, I've done a lot of experimenting, and I've tried a lot of different things to get you engaged and get more people watching. And some of it has worked, and some of you are here because of that. And I'm not sure, you know, where to take everything from here on. But if you're interested in seeing more day-to-day vloggy type stuff, I'm not going to vlog, for one. I mean, this is a vlog, right? We have this conversation every day. This is basically a vlog. But I don't film my day, because I can't most of the time. Most of the time I'm in a school and we're not allowed to film children. That's not acceptable. So I can't take my camera to work. When I get home, I do this. So it's like, what do I do? Film this, or play video games, or work on board games, which I could vlog. But if you're interested in seeing more content, like, you know, if I had to film stuff this weekend and pieced it into this week's content, or if something happens, if you don't mind me filming that and patching it in, please let me know in the comments down below. I am always willing to do whatever it is that you want to see me do, so that you'll come back and watch. Because essentially, that's all I really want. I want to have friends show up every day and leave cool messages and talk with each other and develop a sort of relationship. I feel like quite a few of you, we have a pretty good understanding of each other, me through the camera and you through leaving comments. So thank you. But yeah, short one today about the trampoline parks, about the future, about everything. Yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes and your comments and your subscribes. And please, if you can't do anything else for this channel, just share my videos on all of your social media platforms. Go back and find ones that you really enjoy and share, and get more people involved in watching, because that would really help me out a ton. So, thank you. I will see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from mentalfloss.com. How much water does a fire truck hold? You know, this is one of those things I've always wanted to know. I asked one of the firemen, and this is what I learned. The typical truck holds 400 to 500 gallons of water, which is only enough to put out a trash bin fire, or a taxi cab fire. A real structure fire requires at least one supply line from a hydrant. Interesting.